Matt Damon says he's moving from US due to Trump's bad policies, gets nasty surprise. Liberal actor Matt Damon says he is fed up with President Donald Trump's policies on immigration and gun control. So, he is moving his family out of the United States, and conservatives across the country are celebrating. Damon thinks he is going to a country that will be safer for his 4 kids, but he just got a nasty surprise. You'll love this. Matt Damon is a typical Hollywood leftist. Out of touch with the majority of Americans' lives, Damon lives in some fantasyland, where he believes communistic dictators are a good thing. He also believes that governments can cure all the ills of society and that leftist socialistic policies can create a utopia. So, he is reportedly packing his bags, or rather paying servants to pack his things, and uprooting his 4 kids and wife to move to Australia. You know why? Well, Australia is the utopia, according to the anti-gun crowd. However, Damon's in for a nasty surprise when it comes to Australia's gun policies and their immigration system. Page 6 reports, Matt Damon is moving his family to Australia, in part because the Liberal star's fed up with President Trump. Damon, 47, reportedly has purchased a property in Byron Bay, New South Wales, according to Sydney's Sunday Telegraph. The home's next door to a place owned by Chris Hemsworth, with whom Damon recently appeared in Thor: Ragnarok. A source exclusively tells Page 6, Matt's telling friends and colleagues in Hollywood that he's moving the family to Australia because the activist actor disagrees with Trump's policies. If you've been paying any attention to these screaming anti-Second Amendment goons, they all point to Australia as the place we should model our gun policies after. Australia is Barack Obama's preferred euphemism for that most cherished of gun control ideals, mass confiscation of the citizenry's weapons. That is what happened in Australia. After a mass shooting, the crazy leftists pushed through rushed legislation and the result was a mandatory gun confiscation. They called it a buyback, but it was mandatory, and it did not affect gun violence at all. University of Melbourne researchers Wang Xing Li and Sandy Swarty concluded their 2008 report on the matter with the statement, "There is little evidence to suggest that the Australian mandatory gun buyback program had any significant effects on firearm homicides," reported the National Review. But, we still hear all these stats screamed at us by those idiots like Matt Damon, who think moving his family down under is going to make sure they are safe. Most of those stats that they scream about gun violence in the US include gun deaths by suicide, which make up a large portion of gun violence. It's safe to say people who want to kill themselves will do it, with or without guns. Also, there's the Center for Disease Control, CDC, report that Barack Obama commissioned after Sandy Hook tragedy. This report made Obama look like a fool. As to defensive uses of guns, the CDC report said, studies that directly assess the effect of actual defensive uses of guns, that is, incidents in which a gun was used by the crime victim in the sense of attacking or threatening an offender, have found consistently lower injury rates among gun-using crime victims compared with victims who used other self-protective strategies. Source: Investors Business Daily. The report goes on, almost all national survey estimates indicate that defensive gun uses by victims are at least as common as offensive uses by criminals, with estimates of annual uses ranging from about 500,000 to more than 3 million per year, in the context of about 300,000 violent crimes involving firearms in 2008. That means between 500,000 to 3 million American lives are saved by guns per year. Do you understand now why these anti-gun idiots have kids walking out of schools? The facts aren't on their side, so they have to appeal to emotion. The other reason Damon hates Trump is over immigration policy, mainly that we in America prefer borders. Idiot Damon must not know Australia has a tough immigration policy, much tougher than what's currently in the United States, and here's the kicker, it's merit-based. Donald Trump has praised Australia's merit-based immigration system as an economic boon to the country, in contrast to the US system which, he argued before Congress, costs America many billions of dollars a year, reported The Guardian. Oh, no. Poor Matt is moving to Australia and Donald Trump loves their immigration system, but that's not the only irony here. Funny how these pro-amnesty, pro-white Hollywood liberals only move to other white countries like Australia and Canada. You don't see them moving to Mexico. Seems pretty racist to me, tweeted Jmick. Most conservatives were posting on social media goodbye, good riddance type tweets to Damon. Writer for Trump tweeted, "If little empty, Matt Damon, has a Twitter account he must be hiding. I hope he stops by a consulate on his way out and renounces his citizenship and that of his entire family. LOL. Pack your SHT Damon and don't forget to throw your refugee-loving buddy, George Clooney in your luggage and take him with you. Bye bye SHT lib crybaby," tweeted L. Another Twitter user named Linda added, "Take all of lib Hollywood celebs with you. None will be missed." Well, while this article was being written, Matt Damon must have been hammered by Trump supporters, thanking him for leaving, because he is now trying to shut the story down, denying that he is moving. But, no one is buying it. Access Online reports, Matt Damon's rep is shutting down a Page 6 report that Damon is moving to Australia because he's not a fan of Trump. He has visited Australia several times recently, but he has not bought a house there nor is he moving there, Damon's rep told Access exclusively. Other outlets are reporting that he is in the process of buying property there, but he was trying to keep it on the down low. Page 6 has not retracted the report nor updated it, so we will continue to keep an eye on Damon's whereabouts. Trump supporters sure are celebrating, so let's hope one of the Hollywood crowd is finally keeping their promise to move if Trump got elected.